Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel Moss Crossings. I'm Moss and thank you so much for joining me today for the tour of my incomplete winter island, Fairfalls. I am releasing an incomplete dream address for this island so that y'all can visit it in the winter time because I am about to jump forward to spring and work more on spring builds. But let me start first by showing you my map, and you can see the dream address down at the bottom if you'd like to visit and follow along with me. From looking at this, it looks pretty filled out. It's mostly the back part of the island that I haven't done a lot of work on yet. For some context on this island's theme, it is a small town, like sort of semi-rural US inspired, that just happens to share a border with a enchanted, sort of spooky fairy forest. So one part of the island is very much more structured town vibes, and then another part of the island is definitely more natural, and I incorporated some sort of fairy core inspired elements to it. My main goal with the forest part of this island was to create an atmosphere that was very cutesy. I used a lot of dolls and stuffed animals and stuff like that, but giving it sort of an underlying creepy or spooky tone to it. As far as our residents, we've obviously got me and also Ivy, my girlfriend, and our villagers are Benjamin, Stitches, Rudy, Azalea, Audie, Norma, Violet, Sprinkle, Tia, and Tammy. Tammy is our newest villager. I'm not going to be keeping all of these villagers long term, but this is the lineup right now. So let's get started. The entrance to the island opens right up into the main part of town. We have both of the shops and a tiny little town square type of vibe with a fountain. Up these stairs past the little town square, we come to the central neighborhood in this town. It's a tiered neighborhood with 4 houses in it, and these 2 houses belong to Benjamin and Rudy. And on the second level, we've got Audie and Norma. This is actually one of my favorite areas in the town part of the island. It's just a very playful little park. Resident Services is over here, but I haven't really done that much around it yet. But down here we have the really cute little Valentine's Day park that I built around Ivy's house. This is definitely not going to stay on the island for very long. I'll be replacing this with a spring-themed build pretty soon, but I think it's cute. Heading back the way we came towards the entrance, we're going to pass by Nook's Cranny on our way to the museum. Back here behind the museum is the sort of boundary in between the finished and the unfinished part of the island right now, so I'm not going to go up there. And this is where you'll find the entrance to the fairy forest. This is sort of the dividing area between the more structured town and the more natural part of the island. This redesigned house belongs to Stitches, and I gave him a sewing station because my concept for him on this island is that he's sort of a lost enchanted doll trying to sew a friend for himself. This here is Tia's house, which I also redesigned, and she has kind of a similar concept where she's some sort of enchanted piece of pottery, and she has a lot of similar stuff around her house, like pots and teacups and stuff like that. This area here is sort of the abandoned fairy courtyard that leads up into the witch's house. This is actually Sprinkle's house, and if you do visit the dream address, I would recommend going inside her house. But I'll link my speed build for that area in case you can't visit the dream address and you want to see it. I decided I would end this by doing just a full uninterrupted walkthrough of all of the finished areas on this island and give you a little glimpse of the unfinished areas as well, just so you can see how everything flows together and where everything is, and hopefully it'll help you navigate when you visit. At the very end of the video, I'm also going to include a few shots of the island at night, so stick around for that as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoy exploring the dream address if you do visit. I had a lot of fun making all these winter builds. It was something I hadn't really explored before in the game, so I hope that y'all have a really great day, and I'll see you really soon with some new spring builds. Bye-bye!